Making your way in the world today takes everything you've got. Taking a break from all your worries sure would help a lot. Wouldn't you like to get away? Now everybody gets to join me. You all know it. Sometimes you want to go where everybody knows your name. Louder! And you're always glad you came. You want to go where you can see troubles are all the same. You want to go where everybody knows your name. Yay! I guess we'll do the show. All right, here we go. Can we? Yeah, I can turn that up. Technical problems. We'll keep going. Hello, this is Sharon. Oh, hey, Jessica. Well, of course I mentioned it. How silly. How are you doing? More importantly, what are you wearing?
Wow, this place is really quaint. Excuse me.
Anywhere you like. That's right, honey. Anywhere you like.
Excuse me.
Oh, I gotta go. We've got a customer. Yeah. I'll call you later, okay? No, you hang up. No. All right. Hi, welcome to Beers. I'm Shan, looking at you.
I really need to talk. I really need to talk to you.
Just a minute. Yes, Rachel, what is it?
I really need to look over my P&L.
Well, that stands for panties and lingerie. I'm all yours.
No, I also need to look over our receivables. It's not adding up.
Tell you what, man. We'll head back to my apartment, crack open a bottle of champagne. I'll give you all the receivables you can handle.
Damn! This is serious! Knock it off!
All right, come on, let's take a look.
Thank you. Excuse me, could I get...
Hey, thanks for the ride, Mr. Clavin.
No problem, Willie. Pour me a beer, will ya?
Coming right up.
I wouldn't sit there if I were you.
Yeah, why's that?
Well, that seat is marked.
Mark? What do you mean?
Well, much the same way that a silverback gorilla gets territorial over his tree, your modern barfly gets territorial over his bar stool.
That'd be silly.
Afternoon, everybody.
Norm
Mason! Like I fooled around with his sister. Pour me a beer, Willie.
Coming right up.
Excuse me?
Hey, man.
Yeah, see? Right. Here you are, ma'am.
Thank you. Finally, somebody with some manners. You're a bartender here, correct?
Yes, ma'am. I can make any drink you'd like.
Oh, thank God. Tom Collins.
And I'm Willie Boyd. Tom Collins sure is a strange name for a lady.
No, I would like a Tom Collins.
Well, I haven't seen him around here, but if I do, I'll be sure to introduce you.
No, silly. Tom Collins is a drink.
Oh! right. Yeah, coming right up. Say, Sham, the lady says she wants a Tom Collins.
Didn't you play for the Yankees? Well, tell you what, give her one of these, she won't know the difference.
Here you are, ma'am. Sham didn't know Tom Collins either, so we just paid for this.
Sham! I know I'm late, and I don't want to hear about it. have there is a woman with a severe antisocial personality disorder.
Lady, you've got some nerve.
What a terrible thing to say to a stranger. You'll have to forgive my wife. She's not the best in social situations. May I offer you a drink in recompense?
Oh, that would be nice. Thank you.
Oh, think nothing of it. Antisocial personality disorder, please. Clearly, you're a textbook narcissist.
Oh, that is it! I have had it! Ever since I came in here, I've been ignored, insulted, abused, and I didn't even get my drink!
That's horrible! Gee, lady, if you're having such a bad time, why don't you take it on down to the cellar door?
You don't understand. This place is perfect. Welcome to Tavern Nightmare. Nestled in the heart of beautiful Port Townsend, Washington, Beers is the place where everybody knows your name. But what they don't know is how to run a bar. Get out of my scene. From the outdated decor, terrible food, and the uninspired drinks, this local watering hole is truly a tavern nightmare.
Can I get you another beer?
No, thank you. I have to leave.
Oh, fine. Just leave then.
What are you talking about?
Just leave. You know, like everyone else. Evan and Robin and all the men in my life. Don't forget about your father.
20, 40, 50, 55, 60. Hey, Willie. I think I'd like to settle up.
All right. Willie, watch out for this guy.
Well, no funny business. I promise.
All right. Well, that'll be $5.75.
Would you take a 10?
Yeah, out of 10. Great. 10. Quarter makes 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10.
You know, while I have you, why don't I add $1 to that? We'll make it 5, and then you can give me a $5 bill. Does that work for you?
Yeah. There's your 5. I'll take that.
Now, you know what? I hate to do this to you. My wallet's just getting kind of fat. Why don't I give you this 5, add it to that 5, and then you can give me a 10 back. That'll really help me out.
Just give me... Yeah, sure. Here.
Yeah,
Great.
Appreciate you, Willie. You have a great night.
You too.
Hey, Willie, you realize he just ripped you off?
No, we didn't.
Yeah.
I better go get him.
Hey, Larry, hold up.
Hey, I think we got a problem here.
You know, we did have a problem, but I didn't want to say anything in front of Pete.
Well, what do you mean?
Well, I gave you a 20, but you only gave me change for a 10.
Well, if that were true, then why didn't you say anything?
Well, if I would have said something in front of Pete, Pete would have told Sham, and I didn't want to get you in trouble.
Really? That's really nice of you.
I tell you what, why don't you give me the 10 that you owe me, and I won't have to say anything about
You do that for me?
it. Of course.
I really appreciate you. Sure
Yeah.
thing. Let's see. Well, I only have a 20. Hey, I'll tell you what. Since you've been such a nice guy to me, you can just keep the change.
I really appreciate you, Willie. Pleasure doing business with you.
Thank you. All right. What a nice guy.
Oh gosh, you know, we've been here 20 minutes since we placed that order.
Yeah, what happened to that waitress?
I know, we haven't seen her in a while.
Miss, I ordered this with water. This is neat.
Enjoy.
Yeah.
Every bar has its regulars, but the crew at Beers has proven to be extremely irregular.
Salutations, Pete.
Cedric.
Evening, Willie.
Hey, Dr. Brain. You want a cold one?
Not tonight. That's why I left Lily at home. She's standing right behind me, isn't she?
I'm telling you, man, solar power is going to be the wave of the future. 20 years from now, we're not going to have to pay a dime to the power company.
Yeah, right. One way or the other, the government is going to charge us for that energy. There's no way they'll let us have it for free.
You know, thousands of years ago, solar power existed.
What are you talking about?
Well, the Egyptians, they had the pyramids, which were actually solar energy collectors covered with black glass. It's deteriorated, but they were raising the dead pharaohs using the power of the sun. Pharaoh means sun zombie. I mean, there's so many things they invented. Cats, dogs, theater, wires, everything that we know today.
Afternoon, everybody. Normanson!
Hey, what's the good word, Mr. Normanson?
Beer. And the best word is more beer. Afternoon, everybody. Normanson!
Oh, hey, Mr. Normanson. Where have you been hiding?
Anywhere my wife can't find me. Thanks, Willie.
I'll call Mr. Normanson.
Cheers, Beth. Afternoon, everybody. Normanson!
Hey, Mr. Normanson. The regular?
I think I'll try something different today. How about that thing called beer? I'll try one of those. Afternoon, everybody. Normanson!
Why so glum, Mr. Normanson?
Vanna and I got into a huge fight.
I'm sorry to hear that. What about?
She thinks I'm in love with another woman.
No way, Mr. Normanson. You couldn't do that.
Yeah, there's no way. She'd have to be in love with the first one. Cheers, Beth.
The worst of the lot is the bar's owner and proprietor, Sham Marone. A washed-up baseball star, Sham is a perennial Peter Pan with no sense of maturity or obligation. He views beers as his own personal escort service.
Are you my appendix? Because I feel like I should take you out. One night with you is worth 18 years of child support. Do you mind holding this while I go for a walk? Do you wash your pants in Windex? Because I can see myself in it. What brings a girl like you to a place like this?
Let me stop you right there. I'm not into casual sex.
Well, in that case, let me slip into my tuxedo. If you were a fruit, you'd be a fine apple.
Say what?
Sham's womanizing ways are a serious problem for the success of beers. But how to tame the beast? I decided to bring in a blast from the past. Guys, what are we gonna do?
This is my bar.
I don't know. We've lost so many customers. We're gonna lose the money.
Can I have your attention, please? I have a surprise for you.
Hello, everyone. Did you miss me?
Dinah, what are you doing here? Seriously, Dinah, why are you here?
It's good to see you too, Sham.
Come on. When you walked out of this bar and out of my life, you said you were never coming back.
Well, Miss Ramsey called and said that the bar and you were in jeopardy. She thought I could come and imbue your grand unveiling with a certain je ne sais quoi.
What is that, French?
Oui?
Just like you, to weed all over everything.
Look, Sham, I'm only in town for a few days. You'll hardly even notice I'm here.
Yeah, well, don't get any funny ideas about you and me here. We're through.
Ce n'est pas grave.
Well, I'm glad we understand each other then.
So as you can see, I've got my work cut out for me. I've got 1 week to work a miracle. So we're going to close down the bar for 7 days, and the staff, with my help, is going to try to transform beers into a viable business. So tune in next week to see if we succeed.
I don't know, Billy. I find ridiculous these gifts.
Speak for yourself, Sam. I haven't got to dress like this since I played football in high school.
What are you talking about?
Well, you see, Hanover, Indiana was founded by Germans, so naturally, our high school football team was known as the Bratwursts.
Hot dog?
No shit, Bratwurst. How you been listening? During each game, our mascot, Bratwurst, would first onto the field. The whole school would start chanting, "We're the worst! We're the worst!" Everyone! We're the worst!
We're the worst! We're the worst! You have got to be kidding me.
No, the best part, for senior year, homecoming, I was crowned the Sauerkraut King.
Sauerkraut King? Who's your date? The ketchup queen?
Ew, can't ketchup? That's disgusting. What kind of animal puts ketchup on a bratwurst?
Still, you look ridiculous.
Yeah, well, wait till you see Carly's out there.
One word out of you two knuckleheads, and you be wearing your gonads as your couplings!
Oh, settle down, Carly.
Oh, take it easy, Carly. You don't look any worse than the rest of us.
Come now. I think the new uniforms are rather charming.
Oh, you pussy brown noser.
That sounds like Peter.
Not now, Willie. I need a beer.
Peter, you look positively dreadful. Sham, get this man a meal already.
One step ahead of you.
Peter, what's wrong?
What do you mean, what's wrong? Beers has been closed for a week. I've got to stay at home with my wife. It's been horrible.
There are plenty of other places to get drunk. Trust me.
Yeah, but have you seen those stairs at Sirens? It's good to be home.
I felt that.
What happened to my home?
Georgia Ramsey happened. This is the new and improved beer.
Who decorated this place? Coco the gorilla?
Fair, Biff. Coco the gorilla displayed both high intelligence and human compassion.
Guys, we're not open yet.
Well, it looks open to me. Exhibit A. The door was open. Exhibit B. My good friend Pete is here drinking a beer. If so, fatso, the bar must be open.
Well, I'm glad you guys are here. I didn't think anyone was going to show up to our grand reopening.
Oh, of course we're here, Sham. We're your friend.
Yeah. Thank you, Frederick. That means a lot.
And Georgia Ramsey paid us $200 to be here.
Oh, yeah. Well, you're all heart. So, on another note, are you guys ready for the road to hell tonight?
Yeah.
Got my contribution right here, Jenny.
I've been looking forward to it all week.
So, this gaudy display of unbridled kitsch is what's supposed to save beers, is it?
That's the idea.
Well, I don't like it. I mean, where's the warmth? Where's the charm? Shit. Where's the wooden Indian statue?
Well, that was the first thing to go. Miss Television thought it was
Offensive, and it certainly was.
Oh, that's ridiculous. That's been here for years. It's tradition.
That doesn't make it right.
well, it's gone. We're getting a new statue next week.
Well, what's the new one supposed to be?
A red hawk.
It'll be just as good. You'll all see.
You say so.
What are you doing here?
I'm here for the grand reopening just as you are.
You are not welcome here, you cold-blooded, licentious Jezebel.
Calm down, Frederick. You're behaving like a deranged adolescent.
What's up with those two?
You said a video, Sham.
Yeah.
Lily said she was in love with,
No, who?
You, Sham. She said she was in love with you. Oh, yeah.
So tell me what it's like when two psychiatrists marry each other. It has its challenges, as any relationship does. And your husband, Frederick, I mean, he really strikes me as being a little kind of stuffy and uptight.
It's true. Seductive Casanova? He's not.
Have you ever thought of maybe finding a guy that was a little bit more spicy?
Such as
Sham Ramon.
Well, Sham has all the intellectual capacity of an intoxicated chihuahua. I must admit that he has a certain vulgar, hedonistic appeal.
So what you're saying is, if you had the chance and you knew you wouldn't get caught, you'd spend the night with Sham?
Oh, why not? You only live once, right?
I never said I was in love, you insecure ignoramus.
Oh no, you just wanted to rub Scuttle with one of my best friends, and you said so on television for the whole world to hear.
Big deal. So some other woman wants to screw Sham around.
Oh, says the woman who wants to screw over Chamarone.
What's that supposed to mean?
So you used to run beers, didn't you?
Yeah, for a while. Sham sold the bar and I was general manager. But then he eventually got the bar back and I was demoted to waitress.
Who did a better job of running the bar, you or Sham?
You're kidding, right? I am a true businesswoman with years of experience. Sham can barely tell the difference between a fly ball and a fiscal report.
Oh, so what you're saying is beers would run a lot better if you were put in charge again.
You're damn right. Tell you the truth, I kind of hope this place fails and Sham has to sell again. I'll end up back in charge, where I belong.
Explain that, you traitor.
Well, if Sham knew how to run a bar, we wouldn't need tavern nightmares.
She has a point.
Still, that was a pretty crummy thing to say, Rachel.
Oh, so I should take morality lessons from an admitted felon.
What are you talking about?
We all saw it, Biff.
How long have you been a mailman?
I've been a proud member of the United States Postal Service all my adult life.
And do you uphold the motto? I mean, do you deliver in rain and snow and gloom and night and all that?
Actually, the USPS does not have an official motto. That line comes from the Persian Wars by Herodotus, Book 8, paragraph 98. You see, the Persians had a system of mounted postal carriers.
Wait a minute. I just want to know, does the mail always get delivered?
Of course. I mean, sometimes I throw out some junk mail that nobody wants, or I see a magazine that Mom would like.
You're saying you steal the mail? Isn't that illegal?
Oh, well, I'm not stealing anything. I'm just doing people a favor. You're not going to air this, are you?
You can't be serious.
What's so funny?
I'm sorry, Mr. Bladen. I was just picturing you in prison with that mustache and those white socks.
Yeah? Well, you'll be right there rum scuttling with me.
Well, I didn't do anything wrong.
No? Well, maybe I stole a little mail, but at least I'm not an arsonist.
Well, that was an accident.
Sure it was, Willie.
So how long have you worked at Beers?
Oh, a couple years now.
And what do you like best about it?
I'd say the people. Everyone's just so friendly and fun. We're always making jokes and pulling pranks on each other.
Yeah, I've heard that you guys have pulled quite the pranks on a bar here in town.
Yeah, we have a friendly rivalry with Larry's Old Town Tavern. Well, at least we did until it burned down about a month or so ago.
Oh? What happened?
Well, it's a really funny story, actually. The guys down at Larry's Old Town Tavern put some wasps in our air ducts, and you see, Mr. Normanson's severely allergic. He almost died from it. So I got a couple cans of gas and some matches, and I went, "Really? Shut up!" I think there must have been a gas leak. I better take off.
I can't get in trouble for that. It was just a prank.
Sure will.
And maybe some soap on With all due respect, Mr. Normanson, why don't you mind your own damn business? I'm just trying to help. Yeah, well, I hope your legal advice is better than your financial advice. What's that supposed to mean?
I understand that you spend a lot of time at Beers.
Yeah, you could say that. It's kind of like my second home. Well, actually, it's more like my first home. It's better than my actual home.
You even do some work for Sham, don't you?
Well, I'm an accountant. And several months ago, when I ran on hard times, Sham was gracious enough to let me look after his books for a while.
Well, I've seen those books, and I have a few questions about some missing funds.
Oh, I think that's my wife calling. Yep, there's an emergency. I gotta run.
Well, wait, Mr. Normanson.
Oh no, I gotta
We really
run.
need to talk about this.
What the hell, Pete? I give you a job and you repay me by ripping me off?
Look, Sam, I'd never steal anything for myself. You remember back a while ago when you had that tax problem? I just moved some stuff around, right? I've never stolen anything in my life.
You spill beer every time my back's turned.
Oh, come on, Sham. I'm only human.
Can we get back to what's important here? My wife wants to betray me with another man.
Oh, you win. You act like you're the only person on the planet that's in a crappy marriage.
Oh, come now, Pete. We all know that you're unhappy with your relationship, but that doesn't mean you get to protect your little problems of the rest of us.
Stop psychoanalyzing me, you quack! I've seen how you treat your patients.
You have your own private practice nearby, is that correct?
Indeed. I hope you don't find me too boastful if I say that I'm the most respected psychiatrist in town.
Yeah, but you seem to spend a lot of time at Beers.
You would too if you had my job. Sitting there day after day listening to a bunch of self-absorbed nitwits whine about their little problems. It's dismal.
Well, why do you continue to practice?
I'll let you in on a little secret. Sometimes I'll have a patient lie on the couch and close their eyes, then I'll come down here for a beer with the boys.
Don't they notice that you're missing?
That's where my genius comes in. I have a speakerphone in my office connected to my cell phone, if you'll excuse me. Oh, that sounds absolutely abysmal, Mr. Berkowitz. Tell me more about the relationship with your mother.
You could lose your behavior, your license to behave like that. Then what would you do?
I don't know, Donna. Maybe I'll move to Seattle and start a radio show.
As if Seattle needs to be more dreary?
I gotta say, Freddie, the video makes you look pretty unprofessional.
Oh, I look unprofessional, Sham? What about you?
What about me? I look great in the video. The camera takes off a good 30 pounds. On top of that, I ended up going home with most of those women.
Oh, way to go, Shammy. You're still the king.
You're all pigs.
You're missing the point. If you keep acting like that, you'll get sued for sexual harassment.
Yeah, your nickname could be #MeTooMarone.
I never thought of it like that. I guess the video does make me look pretty bad, doesn't it?
Yes, Sham, I've told you for years and you don't listen. It's time you grew up and stopped treating women like disposable tissues and...
And what, Dinah? Settle down? Have a family? And who am I going to do that with? You?
I never said that.
Yeah, but you're thinking it.
That's ridiculous.
Well, Dinah, you know, that's kind of what it looks like from back here.
No, Billy, you need to make sure that the register adds up every night.
Oh, okay.
Miss Ramsey, I have a bone to pick with you.
What do you want?
You lured me here under false pretenses.
Oh, what are you talking about?
Sham! You told me Sham wanted me back, that he still loved me. And it's clear that couldn't be farther from the truth.
Hey, sweetheart, that's what makes great television, okay?
I'll get you for this. You'll see. Fine, Sham. You win. When I returned, I had hope that some feeling of retribution might draw us back together.
You were wrong.
I can see now that I'm not wanted. I'll be on my way.
Dinah, wait!
have you worked at Pierce? I understand you have a large family. Carly, do you have a problem with me?
You invited that she-demon back into our lives.
You mean Dinah?
Oh, speak not that foul name. Georgia Ramsey, I lay a curse upon you.
You don't have me fooled for 1 minute. You're out to ruin our shamming. I am not. Yes, you are.
Carly, you're not being fair.
Stay out of this, you kook.
Stinky shrimp.
What are we doing here? We're not mad at each other.
We're not. Well, then who are we married at?
Georgia. She's the one that ruined our heart.
Yeah.
She's the one that made us look like chumps on TV.
Yeah.
She's the one we're mad at.
Yeah.
So, where is Georgie anyway?
Oh, she's running late. Maybe she got stuck in traffic. Or maybe she got eaten by wolves. Oh! Carly, what an awful thing to say. Oh, stuff it, pencil neck.
I'm sure she's fine. On the other hand, maybe she got run over by a car.
It is not nice to joke about another person's demise.
Oh, come off it, Dinah. That video was a total hatchet job. A hatchet? That would be an effective method to do it.
Now, Dr. Green. See, I grew up on a farm. A chainsaw's a tool for the job.
Well, wait a minute. What about an old-fashioned stabbing?
Oh, no. You're all animals. I am so disgusted. And Frederick, you're the doctor. So what you want here is a good, clean bullet to her temple.
No, that's all too loud. I say we string her up.
It's a little-known fact that the most effective form of execution is the guillotine!
Or I could grab her around the windpipe. Fingers tightening, curling, snapping, until her eyes roll and just gasping for breath. But I won't relent. I just keep squeezing.
Oh, settle down there, sweetheart. Jeez, you okay?
Really? So, are you all quite finished planning my demise?
Gee, you weren't supposed to hear that.
Yeah, we were just trying to let off some steam.
Hey, I work in reality TV, and if I'm not getting death threats, I'm not doing my job.
Oh,
Are you all ready to get to work?
yeah.
Hey, today's the big day. You should all be excited.
Oh, yeah. I just bursted out my seams.
Yeah, I can see that. No, you need to get into the spirit of things. Show some excitement. This is not going to work unless you're all having fun.
You know, you're right. We've been looking at this all wrong.
Well, what do you mean, Carly?
This is a new
Cool. That's nothing.
Yeah!
And for my special ingredient,
Forget about me. Oh, thank you. To our good friend, Georgia.
To Georgia!
Oh, that's pretty nice.
Oh, yeah.
I think I better set this
Works every time.
I can't believe anyone falls for that old ruse.
Carla, you gotta hand it to me. I don't know how to make drinks that strong.
oh, what can I say? It's a gift.
She's gonna have the mother of all headaches when she wakes up.
All right, you hooligans have proven your point.
Oh, come now, dear, don't get so high and mighty. You were right there with us.
She's right, though. We should probably wake her up and get on with the show. Hey, Georgia. Georgia,
Miss Ramsey?
wake up.
Oh, I think she's dead.
Oh!
Oh my God, she is dead.
How did that happen?
Isn't it obvious? Somebody must have poisoned the road to hell.
What?
Well, that makes one of you guys the murderer.
What are you talking about? It could have just as easily been you.
Yeah! The short trip to hell was Carly's idea.
No!
Just as his knuckle sandwiches.
Hold on. Anyone could have poisoned that blender. Anybody feel like fessing up?
Yeah, I didn't think so. Maybe someone should call the police.
We can handle this amongst ourselves.
Yes, I will use my keen intellect and unsurpassed deductive skills to solve this mystery. I got it.
Okay.
All right, based on the pallor of her skin, small stain on the collar of her blouse, I can only conclude that
Yeah?
Georgia Ramsey poisoned herself.
Come on, Christy.
Yeah, nice detective work, Lieutenant Dumble.
Allow me to make a proposition.
Oh, does it involve sham in a seedy motel?
Yeah, Miss Frederick.
Without a body, there is no crime. I'm sure one of you reprobates knows how to dispose of a body. Then we simply tell the authorities Georgia never arrived.
That is positively Machiavellian of you. I love it.
Thank you. And Sheriff, you can take her out on your boat and dump her in the Sound.
I could do that.
I'll help. Hey, Siri, how do we get rid of that dead body?
Guys?
What?
Where did you come from?
You guys know we have been filming a reality TV show for the last week, right?
I forgot you were here.
It's part of my job. But I know that I've been filming this for the last week, and I know exactly who the murderer is.
Who was it? Who was it?
I'm not telling anyone. This is gonna be the scoop of my career. I'm not telling anybody until I get paid.
And that's where you guys come in.
As I was saying, before I was so rudely interrupted, I know exactly who the killer is, and I'm not saying anything unless I get paid.
I say we beat it out of them.
Yeah, add an assault charge to the murder.
Yeah.
I can't take it anymore! I confess! I poisoned Georgia Ramsey! Oh, wait a minute, Miss Cream Costume! I poisoned.
That's impossible. I did it.
Hang on. Raise your hand if you were poisoned and the road to hell.
That's right. You guys all poisoned Rick. That's what's gonna make this such a great scoop. I cannot wait to tell my publishers.
Whoa. You're not gonna say anything anymore now.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody else needs to know this.
We can work something out.
No, guys, too late for that.